been to Disneyland. Nah, they probably wouldn't pay me to say that. I'm not famous. Yet. What about mounting the camera right on the hood of the car? That way, if I want to talk directly to the audience, I could just, like right now. Hi. The tape cassette's full, so I guess my screenplay's done. Sit back, relax. I hope you enjoy the movie. Try that with your BMW. Title.
Cheap is small and not too steep, but best of all, cheap is cheap. Circumstance has forced my hand to be a cut-price person in a low-budget land. Times are hard, but we'll all survive. I just gotta learn to economize. I'm on a low budget. I'm on a low budget. I'm not cheap, you understand. I'm just a cut-price person in a low-budget land. Excuse my shoes, they don't quite fit. They're a special offer, and they hurt me a bit. Even my trousers are giving me pain. They were reduced in the sale, so I shouldn't complain. They squeeze me so tight, so I can't take no more. They're a size 28, but I take 34. I'm on a low budget. What would you say? I'm on a low budget. You said that? I'm on a low budget. I'm a cut-price person in a low-budget land. I'm shopping
Hollywood,
at Woolworths,
here I come.
low discount stores. I'm dropping my standards so that I can buy more.
Come on, baby. All I need is 3,000 more miles out of ya.
I count every penny and I watch where it goes.
I like this song. Gotta figure out a way to use it.
We're all going skin.
Probably in the title sequence.
Cigars, but now I suck polo mints. I'm on a low. What did you say? I'm on a low.
Hey, watch the paint job, Jay.
Relax. I'm like a cat on my feet. All right, I got a good one for you.
Adam's Family. And lunch is on you.
That was a real easy one.
Finally got it.
Look at this thing. That maggot drilled a hole in my hood to put that on there.
Fred, come on, it's you.
No, it's not me.
It is, Herb. It's you.
I think so.
Well, I don't. And quit calling me Herb. I told you I was sick of it. Look it, I don't dress anything like Herb Tarling. You want a Herb? There he is. Hey, nice pants, Jay. Gonna do some golfing later on this afternoon?
I like it. I ought to have one of those on my car.
No car should be without one.
Mine should have been with that one.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, everybody get off chairs. You gotta have a sense of humor about this.
Jay, I'm late. Where do they keep the tape?
Take it easy. I got tape. Your tape.
Great, thanks. Okay, how do I get to the city council chambers?
All right. Get off on Monroe, head north on Monroe. As soon as you cross the river, you'll see it off to your left. It looks just like Disneyland.
Okay.
You're a cog in a machine that has but one driver, and it's not you.
What was that all about?
Daily words of wisdom from our resident radical. But don't think about that now. You got everything here?
Yeah, I think
All right.
so.
You got your mic, got your deck, camera, got your batteries.
I got tape. I'm set.
Huh? You're forgetting something. The tripod. Don't ever forget this. Ever. All right? There's something else. When you're out there shooting, I don't want you to forget the
cameraman's creed. And it goes like this. Stay steady, and above all, stay steady.
Okay, Jay.
All right?
Thanks.
All right.
See you later.
All right.
And down. Watch Clarissa. You want to look like Clarissa, you gotta do it all.
Bet ready?
Damn near. Where are we going?
Hayden Lake.
Geez, that's a long ways. You're driving.
Oh, come on, Jay. It's your turn. Besides, I gotta read background material on these guys.
Sure don't want to reconsider. You know my car. It isn't safe.
I'll take my chances. Look out!
I got it. Jeez, I told you it wasn't safe. So what's on tap for today?
Well, we're going to Hayden Lake. You take a guess.
Oh no, not the Aryan Nations. What, are you interviewing the Grand Poobah guy again?
You got it.
I hate that guy.
A lot of people do. I mean, neo-Nazis aren't exactly everybody's best friends.
Yeah, I know, but the leader guy, I mean, I really hate that guy. It's so dark in his office I can barely get a picture. Geez, the weather cleared up fast.
Yeah.
So, you changed your mind yet?
But what?
You know, about us catching a movie.
Come on, Jay. I really don't think it's a good idea for me to date guys that I work with.
Well, what if I quit? Hey, don't laugh. It could happen. I'm not that far from it.
I'm quitting?
Yep. Tests are back from the lab. Everything looks perfect. All systems are go. I'm starting tonight.
I don't believe you. We finally get a 3-day weekend, and you spend it doing what you always do, looking through a camera.
Don't you see? This is gonna be it. The shot of shots. 3 days to lay down 900 frames of macro photography, total photographic control through the use of the art of animation. This is gonna be my ticket out of here.
What, that radio ad you're doing?
It's a television commercial for a radio station.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
So, do you consider yourself a hobo, a tramp, a bum, or what?
You see, a hobo works and wanders. A tramp dreams and wanders. A bum drinks and wanders. I don't drink much. I sure don't work. I suppose I'm a tramp. You'd say I kind of solved the tramp's equation. The tramp's equation says, shall I labor to support this town, or shall this town labor to support me? Didn't take too long to figure that out. I decided when I was little that if I could not dictate the conditions of... I decided when I was little that if I could not dictate the conditions of my labor, I would henceforth cease to work. You don't have to go to college to figure these things out. I decided when I was young that the only true life I have is the life of my brain. If it's true that the only real life I have is the life of my brain, what sense does it make to hand that brain to somebody for 8 hours a day for their particular use on the presumption that at the end of the day they'll hand it back in an unmutilated condition? Fat chance, neighbor.
What the hell is this?
It's a tramp story you asked us to do.
I wanted a nice little human interest piece. Not some socialist rhetoric as delivered by a communist bum.
He's not a bum, he's a tramp.
Whatever. We're not going to use it. Pull it.
This is gonna be a great story. I mean, that guy is really interesting.
Oh, yeah, he's interesting, all right. I'm sure our sponsors would really be interested in hearing this guy. No way. Cut it.
What if I take out the part
It's
where...
history.
Sorry, Simon. That's all it came today.
Kendra, can I see you in my office? Hey, Jay, you done?
Yeah, I'm done all right.
Let's go beer down, man.
God damn.
There's something I should explain here about the movie. My grandma's gonna want to see it, but I'm a little concerned about some of the language. I know I don't like the taste of soap, but it's been taken care of. It's sort of like an inverse Mr. Ed type deal. Yeah.
Let's go beer down, man.
God, Chuck is a maggot.
What else is new? Let's go get drunk. Come on.
Nah, I'm gonna stick around and finish this story. For what I don't know.
Well, meet us down there anyway.
All right.
Come on, man. Let's go beer down.
Beer. Beer. Now there's a concept. Fred, it's Friday. We can't come back here till Tuesday if we want to. That file's history.
Luck.
Eh. Wait, let's go get Carl. Come on.
I'll wait down here. But hurry, come on.
Hey, Carl, how's the right side of your brain?
I left it at home this morning.
Well, go get it and go drink beers with us. We're going to Henry's.
No, I have to finish this tonight.
Have to finish, Carla. That's a hell of an attitude for a Marxist. The people are drinking beer.
I'll be there.
Henry's.
10 minutes.
Beer.
Beer.
But Chuck, you're married.
That has nothing to do with it. This is strictly business. It just so happens that I have the consultant's report right here. And I have to level with you, your name came up more than once. I mean, it's no secret that every reporter that ever worked this two-bit market has dreamt of making it to the networks. I know. I've been there. I worked at one of the biggest, and I know what they want. And this report backs me up.
But I don't understand why we can't just talk about it here and now. Why do we have to run off to your cabin?
Kendra, I'm willing to help you if you're willing to help yourself. Kendra, if you're half as smart as I think you are, you know you need help. And you know that I'm the one who can help you. And I believe that you will come with me up to my cabin this weekend because, frankly, I believe your future depends on it.
What? Look, Carla, this doesn't apply to you. You've got a nice set of, well, at least your backyard ain't bad.
Fred, you never cease to amaze me.
Thank you.
If there's anybody at this table who doesn't have any standards, it's you. You'd sleep with anything.
Hey, that's not true. I have high standards. I won't sleep with just anything.
Never slept with me.
Yeah, I never slept with him. Look it, I'm very picky. I'll only sleep with girls who will sleep with me.
Exactly. I rest my case. Jay, I finished.
All right. God, Carla, that looks great. Thanks a lot.
What is that?
That is the best answer on earth to Chuck's tie policy, right?
Turned out great. Can you make me one, Carla?
Sure. What about you, Fred? I got a great idea for yours.
Carla, you know, I personally would love one-ear ties, but I couldn't wear it. I mean, the reason that I'm the ladies' man that I am, it's my clothes. They're my edge. And that thing, that thing would definitely dull the edge.
Fred, slime doesn't have an edge.
Hey! Anybody want to go over to the Gackery tonight?
Nope. I'm getting everything ready to shoot my animation this weekend.
Oh, that sounds like a fun weekend.
Fred, you ever decide what you're going to do to stay awake for 3 days?
Bill, can you give me a price check on Tropical Squeeze, please?
Yeah, Marge, that's only $1 a six-pack on that.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
Oh, hi, how you doing? Hey, wanna try a box? They're on special. Come on, I need the business.
I don't know. I think I better try a couple more first.
Figures are free.
I thought you guys hit this store on Wednesday.
We do usually, but we're off schedule because of grand opening Wednesday at Grocergate. You gonna be there?
I don't know what's serving.
Everything from pop to Swedish meatballs. At least that's what I hear.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Figures.
Hey, do you know anything about making this coffee stuff?
What, how to brew it?
Yeah, I'm taking up the sport.
Why don't you just pick up an instant? I did a sample for Brim, and it's pretty good coffee.
Oh, did they pay you to say that?
Yeah, they did. But it is good coffee. Come on.
I don't know. I want maximum caffeine for my coffee dollar. I figure the best way to get is to brew it myself.
Well, I take it you've got a coffee pot.
Oops, I forgot about that. Maybe I will fill it to the rim. With Brim.
No, fella. Brim's decaffeinated. You better stick with the hard stuff.
So what about the guy behind us? Nah, I don't go for the big ones. You're missing out.
need a checker on 4. Checker on register 4, please.
I thought I recognized your voice.
Well, I almost went into radio, you know.
Gee, we're not buying too much today, are we?
No.
They'll be all free today?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
What's cooking, Doc?
Fish kebab?
Sure. Thank you.
Janelli, you're gonna have to tell me how to run this coffee making deal one more time.
You're gonna run this thing, and you can't even make a pot of coffee?
What?
Look, I'll make some before I leave. Now tell me again how this thing works.
It's easy. All right, that's what we're shooting over there, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is a graph that charts the move that the camera's gonna make. This line represents that move.
Mm-hmm.
It's made up of 720 increments, because that's how many frames there are in 30 seconds. It's a 30-second spot, right?
Right. So what you
Okay.
did, you took your frameworks right here, translated on your Z and on your X, right?
Yep.
Okay. And took those numbers down here, frame at a time?
Yep.
Nobody probably cares how that thing works.
What the heck? It is my movie. Yep.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm still not sure about what this is for.
Well, that's easy too. All right, these are remote switches that run the can opener motors that run the animation stand. Okay? X runs your left and right axis. Y is for in and out. Z is for up and down. And this adjusts the focus on the camera.
But why the calculators?
Those are just counters. Okay, if you hit 1 plus 1 equals, you notice that every time you hit equals, it advances the counter. Well, when I took one of these babies apart, I found that behind the equals button there was 2 wires. I soldered into them, come out of here, across this junk, and over to here. So this ends up being like a remote equals button. Every time one of these screws comes around and contacts this little metal tab, it's the same as hitting the equal button. And what happens is, it advances the counter. So all I gotta do is check my frame, set my X, set my Y, set my Z, adjust the focus, double check everything, take a picture. I do that 720 times and just sit back and collect my money.
Can I run it?
Go ahead. Yeah, you forgot the focus.
I love gadgets. How about a movie for Rube Goldbergs? I always love it in Mission Impossible, where Greg Morris rigs the controls in an elevator, or in Wild Wild West, and West pulls something out of the heel of his shoe. Even Batman wasn't too bad. I love that stuff.
Casper is still a part of the rugged West, self-proclaimed cowboy country.
Take it on the run. Ooh, yeah. Take it on the run. Ooh, yeah. Take it on the run. It's the good life. It's just a dream away. You said the good life. It's just a dream away.
musical instrument, a blend of metals and wood, resonating the harmonics we call music. Today, new kinds of instruments, electronic circuitry integrated towards a common goal, faithful reproduction of music. But as every accomplished musician knows, the instrument's only as good as the music you pass through it. KJIV-FM, Stereo 92, or KSWT-FM, Stereo 98. Jay, you're going to be rich.
Nice shot, you know. 35. Bombshelly.
Time for this one to come home. Gee, Mr. Wizard, looks like I made a mess out of things again.
Always, I tell you, Tudor, be just what you is, not what you is not. Folks what you is as the happiest lot.
It doesn't have to be that way. Keep it simple. Stick to things you know.
Well, we might have had a slight problem when it came to quality control.
So has your business done everything in their power to remedy this problem?
Well, I think you're blowing this a little bit out of proportion. Let me put this in the right perspective. We put out over 5 million of these units each year, okay? And so maybe a couple of them got tainted. Well, that's too bad. In fact, it's a tragedy. But I think if you check it out, you'll find that this is a safe plant.
Thank you very much. That's
Let's
a wrap.
get,
We gotta go over
let's get this,
really late. Come on, Jay, we have the lead story today.
You don't even have a cutaway yet. Give me a break.
Come on, hot shot, we're late. So you're mad at me, aren't you?
If you could have given me one more minute, I'd have had that shot.
Come on, Jay. When have you ever had a shot first take?
Well, I would have had something. I'm sorry, Kendra. It's just this chicken job and this chicken TV station. I mean, we're cranking out 3 and 4 stories a day for what? For nothing. Is it doing you any good? Isn't doing me any good. I mean, boy, I think it's finally coming clear to me. I've spent the last 7 years around here beating my head against the wall with the illusion that somehow it's going to get me to the networks. I mean, how could this possibly happen? I suppose some Hollywood producer is going to be passing through Spokane, and he's going to happen to see local news, and he's going to see one of my cutaways, and he's going to go, wow, this is great. We've got to get this guy. I mean, give me a break. It's not going to happen.
But it isn't as if we don't all want to get out of this place.
Yeah, but you've got a chance. You know how to deliver your lines, and you're pretty. You're going to make it.
Hey, Jay, if I make it, I'll make it on my journalistic skills, not because of how I look.
Journalistic skills have nothing to do with it. This is show business. And that's just what I was going to give him. Well, I'll tell you, I had my ticket out of here. I was on my way. And the camera has to jam. And then the only decent shot I have today, and you have to jerk me away from it.
It was just a shot.
Just a shot. The lighting happened to be perfect. The composition was perfect.
And when you got that shot, you'd have found another one. Look, Jay, when we get back to the station late, it isn't you that takes the wrath of Chuck, it's me.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Where the hell have you been? You got the lead story and it's not even edited yet.
Ran a little late on this last story.
Well, go fill in Paulson. Jordan, I bet this was you. Oh, one more shot Jordan off on one more of his visual excursions again, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you yeah me, mister.
Get your hands off of me or you're not getting any story.
You know your attitude stinks. You want to work at the networks? Well, I tell you, I worked at one of the biggest, and you would have been fired a long time ago. You wouldn't have lasted 2 minutes with them. They'd have had your ass the first week. As a matter of fact, I'd have your ass right now. Now go on. Get moving. You got 3 minutes.
You want my ass? All right. I'll give you my ass. You know, this story could have been a lot better. I mean, it could have had a lot of good shots in it. You think we have
You're gonna
time
have to
do
get
this
ready to
stuff
reverse
right?
these two stories if Jordan doesn't come in on time, all right?
No problem.
Jesus Christ, that son of a...
Okay, we're gonna open up with a close-up on your camera.
You're right, roll VTR one.
KSWT, U56,
Roll it. 3,
Spokane.
2.
KSWT Television presents News Force 56. With your co-anchor, Victoria King, and 3-time Inland Empire Award winner, Glenn Paulson.
the set. Ready, and...
Good evening. I'm Victoria King.
And I'm Lynn Paulson. In our lead story this evening, we have more for you on the Tropical Squeeze food poisoning incident.
Jordan, you
Tropical
got that
Squeeze
story
is
ready
management
yet?
And a surprise statement
Come on,
today
come
admitted
on!
negligence on their part was the
Got a
cause
pre-roll?
of the poisoning.
Standard
In an
five.
exclusive interview with Case
All
One's
right,
own
preset
Kendra
BT.
Lawrence, Tropical Squeeze plant manager Bud Krellian had this to say.
Well, I think if you really check it out, that we did have a slight problem when it came to quality control.
And has your business done everything in its power to remedy this problem?
Well, I think you're blowing this out of proportion a little bit. Let's put this in the right perspective. We put out over 5 million of these products
All right,
each
preset
year.
camera 2.
And a couple
come
of
out
them
of this
did become
immediate
tainted,
close-up
which
on
is
cam
too bad.
two.
In fact, it could be a tragedy. But I think if you
Stand
check
by
it out,
yourself.
you'll find that we have a safe plant.
Thank you very much.
You know, this story could have been a lot better. I mean, there could have been some good shots in it. But you think we have time to do this stuff right? We got to go out and shoot 2, 3, sometimes 4 stories a day. Come back and edit it all every day. You want to know who suffers
What
from
the
all
hell
this?
is he doing
You,
up there?
Television viewer. Well, I'm
Cut
not
to a
going to have
commercial, for
anything
Christ's
to do with it
sake.
anymore.
Get him off
I'm
of
done
there.
with this
Gotta
station,
roll
and I
it.
hope you're
We'll
done with
roll
it
it.
too.
Listen, right now, you're fired.
Yeah, I know that.
What made you pull a stunt like that anyway?
World War II.
You were in trouble from the very start. Look at this. You make a mockery out of our dress codes.
What's the matter, Chuck? Don't you like my tie?
I don't like anything about you. Your whole attitude sucks.
Careful, Chuck. What about your high blood pressure?
Salute to the warrior.
I ought to deck you right here.
Hold that look, Chuck. Hold that look. You are so visual when you're mad. I loves you in that shade of red.
In all my years at the network, I have never seen
In all
such...
your years? You've been here for 3 years, and before that you were selling life insurance in Oregon. Don't you have the news to direct?
Please, it's Tropical Squeeze.
I've seen your type
Specially
before.
priced
You're
at
gonna starve out there.
supermarket near
You're gonna
you.
fucking starve!
Wrong, Chuck. But I am a little hungry.
I'm finding out there's just one kind of war, the one going on between the rich and the poor. And I guess that I don't know a lot about class, but the upper and middle can all kiss my ass. And where will I go, and where can I stay? You knock down the skid road and haul it all away. I'll flag a fast rattler and ride it on down, boys. They're running the bums, yeah, they're running the bums out of town.
Howdy.
Howdy. Have a seat.
Brought you something.
Thanks.
Nah. Yeah, I've already eaten.
Sure about that. Marmot tastes pretty tender this time of year. What's up?
Well, I finally quit my job, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to give me a little advice.
Me? A career counselor? Imagine that. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about becoming a bum, but I'm definitely going to need some coaching.
Can't tell you nothing about being a bum. I'm a tramp, a conscientious malingerer. You could be a bum. You gotta have a propensity for strong drink. You drink a lot?
Yeah, I can hold my share.
You look more like a hobo. You know, work here, wander a little, work there, wander some more.
Yeah, I could do that, but I think I'd rather be a tramp.
No, it's not something you learn at college. Put everything you own on your back, hop on a freight, sit down and wait. Then you start dreaming.
Put everything you own on your back?
The railroad's not going to put it there.
Nah, I don't think I'm cut out for this.
I think you ought to have a little taste of it anyway.
Hey, kids, you're watching the Cartoon Channel. Your favorite cartoons 24 hours a day.
What have I done?
Greetings, music lovers. First, we will hear a waltz written by Johann Strauss. And as we hear the rhythmic strains of the haunting refrain, listen to the whip-swing rhythm of the woodwind as it rolls around and around, and it comes out here.
Of course, the Wall of Fame. Never let me down yet. Hey, come on, you guys can do better than that. I need some advice. I'm in trouble. Walter. Not you, Amos. Or you. You talk it over with Andy. I'm talking to Mr. Cronkite now. Walter, there must be a job at the top for a guy like me. There just must be. The union? Ward, you gotta have some words of wisdom. Hell, f*** the beaver. Maynard, now you look like a guy who knows how to enjoy his leisure time. What do I do? All right.
Could collect up to $5,000 reward. If you know of people cultivating marijuana, do something about it. Call toll-free and turn them in. Don't let Idaho go to pot.
The Make Room for Danny Show, starring Big John Collins with Chevy Kramer.
Friends, hobos, and Bowery bums, I want to introduce you to the best bum in the world. That's me. I've slept on the stations, I've slept on the rails, on tables, in stables, and in 40 old jails. I've slept on a mountain, I've slept on a trench, but the thing I love best is the park on a bench. There's one thing I hate, and that's working for bread. To stand with a shovel, I'd rather be dead. If there was a law that you must work or blow, I'd jump in the river a long time ago. Here, bim, bim, bum, bam, what a big bum I am. I want you to know I'm the best hobo man. They've thrown me from boxcars, they've thrown me from barns, from housetops, from barrooms, from hotels and farms. They've thrown me in snowstorms, in downpours of hail. But the worst was the time I was thrown into jail. When I was a boy, that's a long time ago. But then,
I suppose you think just because you dialed this number, you're going to talk to Jay Jordan. What?
Yellow. Vacuum cleaner. No thanks, I've already got one. How should I know? I've never even used the thing.
What about a shot where the viewer actually becomes the pinball? That'd be visual. It'd be like the most amazing ride at some sort of weird amusement park. Well, sort of. Centrifugal force is soon overcome by the force of gravity, pulling us down through the sixth slot. Ah, pure physics. Oh, flipper, bam, bank shot. And the star, 5,000 point special. What a shot. Pinball isn't a sport, it's a religion.
Wasn't that lovely? And now we will present the beautiful Rouge Danube.
National television talking to you about feminine protection. For me, the product has to be safe, effective, and easy to use. And it has to be a product with a name I can trust, like the Smith & Mason 45.
Jay, I really don't think it's a good idea for me to date guys that I work with.
Well, what if I quit?
Yeah, I don't work there anymore.
Oh, some pippin'.
Yes, Miss Lawrence, please.
We girls have our troubles.
Kendra! It's me, Jay, you know, the unemployed bum you used to work with.
What are you looking at?
Right.
Oh, pardon me.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could see a drive-in movie tonight. Great. Oh, that sounds good. Sure, your card'd be great. All right. Now get back to work. Okay, 7 o'clock here. Good. Bye.
Away with me, in my great big automobile, down the road of life we'll fly. Automobile.
Slide over, I want to drive.
All right. So what movie are we going to anyway?
It's one of those Beatle movies.
Oh, really? Where's that playing at?
At this nifty little drive-in that's like too good. Mademoiselle, welcome to the Cinema de Jordan.
Get your speaker. Stereo. I edit this.
The beetle, known to the scientific community as Coleoptera, is the largest
Look
of
at
all
this shot.
insect orders.
Must have done it with a periscope lens. Maybe it was with a prism.
Ladybird beetle, click beetle, Ringo beetle, and of course the ever
Look at that move. I think this is the one that was done by Oxford Scientific.
A whimsical display, perhaps, but such bizarre behavior is a crucial adaptation. Responding to the rhythmic singing of the male, the female fan beetles soon emit their own shrill mating cry. Once satisfied, the male beetle retreats to his bed. Sir, to you or me, the dung beetle's very existence is predicated on this uncanny ability to roll balls of excrement. An inspiration to us all as we conclude this look at our friend the beetle.
Can you believe this movie? Every time I see it, it gets better. Those shots just amaze me.
Yeah, I like the whole movie.
Yeah, but it's the shots that make it.
Oh, I kind of like them too.
Anyway, I finally figured out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Or at least the next 6 months, anyway.
What?
To make a movie.
A movie?
Yeah. A full-bore, 35mm, feature-length film.
Well, that's going to take a lot of money. And people. And a script. What's this thing going to be about?
About? Well, I guess it's going to be about 90 minutes if I'm going to be able to call it a feature film.
Are you really serious about this?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't want to discourage you, Jay, but last weekend it was the animation, and then before that it was the short you shot.
I'm not done with that.
And then before that, it was the documentary.
Yeah?
Let's face it, Jay, you just never finish anything.
Yeah, and I might not finish this either, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's not finishing the thing, it's the process. I figure it's probably going to take about 6 months before I find out I can't do the thing, and then I'll be depressed for about 1 week. So, 6 months of chasing a dream for 1 week of being depressed is not exactly a bad trade-off. Anyway, this thing's gonna work. I am gonna make some great shots.
Looks like I'm going to be able to help you.
Yeah, how come?
Well, one way or another, Chuck is going to have my ass.
You know, I'm awfully glad you could come up here with me this weekend.
You know, I am too.
Cheers.
So what's in this report anyway?
Oh, there's plenty of time for that. Later.
I thought this weekend was supposed to be strictly business.
All work and no play makes Chucky an unhappy boy.
What about your wife?
What about her? She hasn't caught me yet. And I've f***ed the shit out of a lot of women up here, if you catch my drift.
I'm sure it's true, but that isn't exactly what he said.
What about your wife?
My wife. My wife and I were not getting along very well these days. As a matter of fact, we're almost separated.
I don't know. I just don't feel right about this. I think I better go.
Kendra, there's 2 reasons why that would be a very stupid move. 1, nobody likes the unemployment lines. And 2, it's an awfully long walk home. Now, why don't you just be a big girl and enjoy yourself, hmm?
But Chucky, dear, I don't have to wait in the unemployment lines, and I don't have to walk home. It's like they say on TV. Smile. You're on candid camera. See you at work.
I'm not gonna believe it. We got the whole thing.
Jordan! You greasy slime ball! I'll get you for that!
Hey, everything worked perfect.
What I want to know is how far Chuck got before you left.
Don't get excited, Fred.
God, I would have given anything to see the look on his face.
Hey, don't worry, you will.
So why'd you shoot it with this thing?
Yeah, I look at it as a test shoot for the movie.
What movie?
Didn't I tell you? I figured out what to do. I'm making a movie.
A movie? About what?
About 90 minutes, Herb, or it wouldn't be a movie.
Does this thing even shoot color?
As long as I can afford color film, it does. As soon as I run out of money, I'll start shooting black and white.
But Jay, it costs a lot of money to make movies. I mean, where are you going to come up with that kind of cash?
I'll get backers to put up the money, just like with any film.
Backers? What backers?
Banks. When I still had my job, I applied for every credit card on the planet, figuring if I ever get cancer and have 6 months to live, I'm gonna live it up.
That's a great idea. Let's really stick it to the banks. They deserve it. You know what they'll do?
Oh no, the bank speech. I mean, it's pretty interesting, but it's not very visual. Maybe a shot. Yeah, a close-up of a bar table. You don't see those very often, unless you've had too much to drink.
The bank doesn't care because the International Monetary Fund is going to bail them out.
Okay, Carla, it's only a 90-minute movie. I know. Fred!
Are you through yet?
12:30. Wonder what that could be.
Yeah, 12:30. It's got to be either car accident or fire. They're both pretty visual.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you've been drinking, and I don't want you to forget the cameraman's creed.
Stay steady.
All right.
Catch you guys later.
See ya.
So, Jay, you gonna make a movie or a film?
What's the difference?
A film's an artsy type thing that someone like Carla would go see, and a movie's something that'll make a buck.
I think I'd rather make a movie. But I wouldn't know how much to charge for admission.
Well, obviously you couldn't charge Hollywood rates. Then you wouldn't have to. I could just see the advertising campaign now. Low overhead makes this the cinematic bargain of the century. Yes, we pass the savings on to you, the movie. It's not $5, not $4, not $3, not even $2. It's only $1.
Yeah, in fact, I'll make you a deal. You make an X-rated movie, and I'll be your producer. Now, scratch that. I'll be your executive producer. Yeah, I like that. Or whoever it is that auditions the girls.
Yeah, sure, and I can help too. Well, picture this. A leading man, not unlike myself, and a beautiful, young ingenue, not unlike her. The setting is a bar, not unlike this bar. The handsome leading man asks the starlet to dance. The starlet, being totally infatuated with the very handsome leading man, looks up and responds, "No, thank you, I'm far too tired to dance. But if you'd like to take me home with you," well, the extremely handsome leading man, being the consummate gentleman that he is, of course proceeds to take her home. A couple of cameras in the bedroom, and presto, you've got your X rating licked.
Stripes next time, right? Stripes. All right, we got time to do one more set. We're going to start with a song called I'm a Guy for You.
Would you like to dance?
No, thank you. I'm far too tired to dance.
What?
But nothing. You heard her. She said no. Get lost.
Want to dance?
I'm far too tired to dance. But if you'd like to take me home with you.
All right. See ya.
Nighty night.
See you guys later.
So, Carla.
Don't even ask.
All right, Phil, you got shot down.
Ah, they were bitches.
Look, don't worry. Your approach just needs a little polishing. Observe. First, a touch of the liquid facade. Then, sharpen the edge, and we're off. Hello, ladies. I'm the executive producer of a major motion picture, and we're in town looking for local talent. Me and my director, Philip Blake, over here, I'm sure you've heard of him. We were wondering if the three of you would like to audition.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a private audition. Of course, we'd have to go someplace a little more quiet.
Us? Go with you? He's serious.
Thought I was. Okay, you want to dance?
No!
How about you? You want to dance? Come on, just a dance.
Look,
gonna tell you what I told your friend. Get lost. We're embarrassed to have you sitting here.
Well, excuse me. You know, I'm gonna tell you what my friend told me. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. But most certainly you are a bitch. And to tell you the truth, I had no intention of auditioning you for my movie. In fact, all I'm doing is auditioning you for my dreams. At this very moment, I'm taking detailed mental images of each and every one of you. And later tonight, when I get home, whether you like it or not, I'm gonna have you all, together and individually, right in the palm of my hand. They were lesbos.
What's the matter with that, Fred? Don't they like what you like? So, Fred, you're alone, and I'm alone. It's getting late. I know we have our differences, but we have mutual needs. I mean, you're a man, and I'm a woman. It doesn't make any sense for us to be alone tonight when we could be together.
Can I offer you a drink?
Sure.
Okay. Make yourself at home.
Okay.
Tomorrow is never promised to you. So tonight, together, let us face the Insomnia Squad.
Hey, what's with the TVs?
Oh, that's my pole lamp.
Get mad undercover. Making love. Cause I face the Insomnia Squad. Yes, I face the Insomnia Squad. If I misplace my race, send me abroad. Cause I face the Insomnia Squad. Lots of sleep, lots of tears. Don't blame me for your fierce tears.
Pardon me, are you the young lady who ordered the mixed drink?
Yes, I am.
Well, then I better be mixing it. One moment, please.
I wondered what that was.
It's the all-new Jordan Drink-O-Matic. Mixed up perfectly and served appropriately.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So is this your animation stand?
Yeah, it sure is. And this is my television commercial. It's beautiful, isn't it?
So when do I get the upstairs tour?
Just walk this way. All right, maybe she didn't ask for the upstairs tour, but you know, the beauty of writing your own script is you get to create your own reality. And besides, this is a movie, not a documentary.
This is quite a place.
Thanks.
I'm afraid to ask what this is.
Oh, this thing? Well, about the only exercise I get anymore is sit-ups. And when you like to drink beer as much as I do, you got to watch your physique somehow. So I invented this little gizmo, because typically when I'm doing my exercise is when I'm watching the morning news. A good story comes on, you lose count of what you're doing. But with this little baby, no problems, because it counts your sit-ups for you. Watch this.
But it only counts by twos.
Yeah, I know that. Hold that pose, would you?
So do I have to leave the room to shut off the light?
No, just give the old yo-yo a tug.
So, Jay, do you want this movie to have a PG rating? No, you look more like the type of guy who might go for an R rating. Or maybe even an X rating.
My God, you're visual. Can you imagine the shot I could make? Oh, I think I'd start out with your toes. Then I'd move up those long, luscious, lovely legs. Up to... better just keep an R rating. My mom might see this film, you know. Over that flat, firm stomach. Do you do sit-ups? Oh, God, what a shot. Nice socks, Phil. I knew we didn't need a wardrobe consultant. That's the great thing about bales of clothes. There's something for everyone. Except maybe Fred.
That bitch! Wake up, man! Such a purty bird. Such a purty, purty bird. Uncle Fred. Stupid bird. Move. I owe Carla.
Carla? Why?
She told me to meet her at a motel tonight, and then she didn't show.
Carla told you to meet her in a motel? Fred, she hates your guts.
I know that. She said she didn't care about that. She goes, I just want to get laid.
Maybe something happened to her.
No, nothing happened to her. Listen to this.
Hi, this is Carla. I can't come to the phone right now, but if you'd like to leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And, Fred, if this is you, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
She got you, man.
In every movie I've ever seen, the shots are there to support the plot. What about a movie where the plot's there to support the shots? Yeah, I may live my life in 16 millimeter, but I dream in 35.
Would you like to have fun with animal sounds?
Right.
Good morning. We're sharing the gospel with our friends today. Did you know that God has a plan for you?
Well, you know who I hate? Those door-to-door religion peddlers. It never fails. Every Saturday morning, I'm really hungover and the doorbell rings. So I drag my ass out of bed thinking, well, it's probably someone important. Who's there but some Bible-toting religious freak with a lobotomy-type smile on their face? Christ, I hate those guys.
It's true, you know. He does have a plan for you.
Well, does it include getting me out of bed on Saturday morning?
Did you know that it says in the Bible that God gave his only begotten Son to save us? Do you believe this to be true?
I don't know.
He died to save you from your sins, you know. Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Look, I told you, I don't know.
But would you like to know? Would you like to know God?
See, I don't think that's anything anybody can really know. All it ever boils down to is faith.
Yes, but what's the matter with that?
Hey, Jay. Jay, you can't reason with these guys.
Well, see, faith can easily lead to blind faith, and what that does is stop people from being able to use reason, logic, and even scientific method as demonstrated by your view on evolution.
Well, you should consider the scientific evidence supporting creationism.
Is that possible?
I've got a pamphlet right here.
Wait, Jay, at least don't take their literature.
Is it free? Thanks. Jeez, this is incredible. It took Darwin volumes of books to deal with evolution, and you people have gone and handled it with 2 pages.
Well, there's more to it than just that.
What, like how Noah could possibly have located 1 million species of animals and stuffed them all into one boat? Or like how, okay, this is a part I really don't understand. How could a totally loving God possibly flood an entire planet, wiping out 99% of its inhabitants?
Well, doesn't a father have a right to punish his children?
About all I know is the time my dad starts holding my head underwater, I figure it's time to call the cops.
Well, what do you believe in?
I believe in the force of power as derived from the motion of a steel ball. Pinball! I believe in pinball. Look, all I know for sure is that I don't know anything for sure. And I figure the world would be a hell of a lot better off if everyone, yourselves included, would be able to say, I don't know.
Jay, you're boring me. Remember, these guys woke you up.
But what I do know is you just got me out of bed.
And Jay, it isn't the first time.
This is the 3rd time this has happened.
Tell them to get lost.
I don't ever want to see your face at my door again.
Now slam the door on them. Go ahead, slam it.
Occasionally we're confronted by things like this, but we carry on with Christian love in our hearts.
Jim Arnold, Craig Johnson, Breakfast Boys. You have your 2 dumb buddies here this morning. Boy, do we...
Oh, Jay, hi. Come on in. Can you hang on a minute? Somebody's at the front door.
I know. It's for me. Let me get this.
Brains on Fire. Her name's Janet Foos. It's called Backstreet Boys. Here it is on the Zoos.
Look, I told you once, and now I'm telling you again, I don't ever want to see your face at my door again!
Asshole.
Who is that?
That was those door-to-door evangelists. You're not into that stuff, are you?
No. I always wanted to do that, but I never had the guts.
Well, believe me, the pleasure was entirely mine. God, look at this place. Wow. Looks like something out of a magazine. Who'd have thought a place this nice could exist in a neighborhood this bad?
Why, thank you. I think. So, how's your movie going anyway?
Well, pretty good. We're 3/4 of the way done. But Chuck's running out of money.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You ever notice on a cloudy day how everything looks so dreary and dismal? God, it's almost like the world were in black and white. Yeah.
I suppose so.
Yeah, Just a thought. Thanks for letting me play doorman.
Well, anytime.
See ya.
Hey, can I be in your movie?
No sooner said than done. See ya. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Jay. Got some goodies for you.
Yeah, looks like another pile of bills to me.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Catch you later, okay?
Okay, see ya.
Can I help you?
Yeah, who should I see about getting a loan?
Well, Mr. Taylor, our loan officer, is out of the office at lunch right now. If you'd care to take a seat and fill out a loan application. There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's Mr. Taylor.
Hi, Bob Taylor. What can I do for you?
Well, I wanted to see about getting a loan. Got this filled out.
Could you pull the loan file on this, please? Come on over and have a seat.
Okay.
Well, what kind of loan did you want?
Well, the kind where you guys give me money. $5,000 to be exact.
Is this for a car?
No, it's for a blimp.
A blimp?
Blimp.
Like the kind you float around in?
No, it's like the kind you float a loan for. Here, I got a picture of one for you. It's this deal.
What is this?
Okay, I own a camera that goes inside this thing. This thing makes the camera quiet, enables me to shoot sync sound film. Okay. You have a noisy camera on a set and you're trying to record sound, you end up recording the sound of the camera. So you end up with a movie with a bunch of camera sound in it. This thing blocks that sound out.
Well, why don't they make a camera that's quiet in the first place?
They make cameras like that, but they cost about $50,000. I didn't think you guys were gonna lend me that kind of money.
Do they still make this thing?
No, they don't make them anymore, but there's a guy in California that's got one for sale.
Well, what do you have to secure this loan? You know, collateral?
Well, I didn't want to have to do this, but I got my car.
That's not your car.
Well, it is too.
The vet?
No, the Opal. I understand the concept of parking spaces.
Well, it's going to be hard for us to loan anything against that car.
It gets me around. What about TV sets? I personally own 7 Sony Trinitron TVs. One of them's even the 25th anniversary model. It's a great TV. They only made 1,000 of them.
Well, it's really tough for us to secure a loan with television sets.
What about my house? I got a loan with you guys for my house. Haven't missed a payment in 3 years.
Yeah, I've been looking at your payment schedule here. But you've only accumulated an equity of $808.
See, that's what I don't understand. I've been sending you guys $300 a month for the last 3 years, which is over $10,000. And now you're telling me I only own $800 worth of my house. What'd you do with the rest of the money?
Well, Mr. Jordan, that's the way a long-term mortgage loan works. As you can see, the first payment you made was $311. Of that, $27.44 was applied towards principal and $283.56 towards interest. But the final payment you'll make, of that, $283.56 is applied towards principal and only $27.44 towards interest.
Well, what if I make the last payments first? You know, I had to stick a lot of brand names in the movie. That way, I could charge the companies for advertising. Heck, I could even do endorsements, testimonials. Soup is good food.
We'll return to our afternoon movie after these messages.
a cameraman, a ladies' man, a gadget man.
Why, if it isn't Leonardo da Video. What's wrong, Jay? Forget your pink slip?
No, I'm here to talk to my executive producer.
But most of all,
You, Fred. You're my executive producer, remember?
Ah, your movies. Executive producer. Aren't they just figureheads? I mean, slime balls that don't do anything?
Except a script.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Money, Fred. He's also the guy that comes up with all the money.
Okay, hold this. You want money? You can have as much as you need, as long as it's not more than $14.80.
That isn't quite going to cover it, Fred. I think what you need to do is go hit the streets and come up with some cash.
Well, how much cash are we talking about?
Well, I don't know, but what I do know is I can use all you come up with.
I'm sure you can.
Hey, we don't need that much, just enough to cover film stock and processing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I feel bad about this rain, though.
Okay, how about if we start with the film stock?
Sounds good.
Follow me.
All right.
Carla, I need a graphic. It's for the movie.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right, that's more like it. Let's see. First of all, we need a worthwhile cause, like, clothe the hungry. Nah, that doesn't sound right. Clothe the children. Yeah, clothe the children. I like that. Then we need a logo to go along with it, like, a naked kid. Nah, we couldn't get away with that. The face of a naked kid. With big sad eyes and, make him look cold.
And how do you propose that I do that, Fred?
You're the artist. Okay, at least make him look sad, all right?
Then what am I supposed to do with this worthwhile cause logo?
I need his letterhead, so make it bold. I need to run a few copies off on the copying machine, all right? Jay, you have the number of the lab you normally deal with?
Yeah, I got the business card.
Bright image? All right. Hey, Carla, that's pretty nice, but I think you need some pubic hair right there and maybe a little pink around the edge. Yes, this is Fred Miller with the bank. I'd like to talk to your manager. What was his name? I've got it right here. Yeah, Mr. Walker, that's right. Thank you.
Jay, how's it going?
Shh. Yes, Mr. Walker, this is Fred Miller with the Clothe the Children Foundation. I'm in the process of doing some TV commercials for our national campaign. Now, several Hollywood directors and cinematographers have donated their time and effort, and it occurred to me this might be a good opportunity for your company to work with some of the people who do the major motion pictures and commercials in the country. Anyway, I thought you might like to donate some film and processing. Okay, thank you. Just going to see how much film they have in stock and what their schedule looks like. I think this is gonna work. Okay, I'm not quite sure of the film stock numbers right off the top of my head, but we'll be meeting with the cinematographers later today. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll send you a cover letter with the film stock numbers on it. You could be so kind as to send us a letter of confirmation telling us exactly how much footage we can expect from you. All right. Well, we appreciate your generosity. Uh-huh. Thank you very much, and God bless you, sir.
Whoa. It's pretty good, Fred.
You bet it is.
Okay, yeah, you got the film. Now. You're gonna need some cash, an investor. And I think I know just the guy. Hey, Chuck. How's the world treating you?
You better have a damn good reason for interrupting me like this.
Well, Chuck, of course I have a good reason. A damn good reason. I've just discovered an exceptional investment opportunity. And being your accountant, I figured you should be the first person to know. I can get you in on the ground floor of an independent feature film. In fact, you even know the director. You remember Jay?
Jay?
Yeah, Jay. He used to work here?
You think I'd give money to that fucking little twerp? I gave you more credit than that.
But Chuck, you two are always such good friends.
Friends? You're as goddamn stupid as he is, and if you don't get the hell out of my office, you'll be just as unemployed.
Now, Chuck, you're confusing me here. You see, because I was just over at Jay's house the other day, watching home movies, and I particularly like the one with you and Kendra in it. You played that sexual harassment part to a T. I hate to say it, but I think you were typecast.
Ah, so that's it. Blackmail, huh?
See film. I have questions I want answered now.
Good luck. You know as well as I do how bad the station's doing.
Of course I do, Chuck. I'm your accountant, remember? But we're not looking for a large investment here. In fact, according to my calculations, if we just slash your business meals and mileage allowance, we should just about have it covered.
You can't do that!
Chuck, Jay's right. You really are visual as hell when you're mad. But I'm not going to have to do anything about all this. Because I've got a feeling you're going to come through for us like a champ.
Built to last, flood after flood. Frankly, isn't your family worth it?
Now, back to our movie.
I don't know, Jay. I've never shot film before.
Hey, it's essentially the same thing, only it looks better. I mean, a pan's still a pan, tilt's still a tilt, a lens is still a lens. You've been shooting video, right? So you're a videographer. You start shooting film, you're gonna be a cinematographer. That's the only difference.
Cinematographer, huh? I like that. Okay, I'm in.
All right.
But not right now. I've got to finish this first.
Colors abound as the 48th Annual Quilting Convention got underway in Spokane today. Quilting is America's oldest art form. The Pilgrims brought it over with them.
Yeah, it's open. Come on in.
Okay, watch the corners. What do you think?
I don't believe it. This is pretty good. What is it?
It's basically a wheelchair with a bunch of wood hooked to it. Any beer, Jay?
In the fridge.
It's a portable animation stand.
It is?
Look, your camera goes here, right? Mm-hmm. And then it goes all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
And you can crane clear up to the ceiling. And a little bit beyond. Sorry, Jay.
How heavy a camera will this thing handle?
That pretty much depends on how much counterweight you put in the back.
Let's try it. Not that I don't trust that thing, don't get me wrong, but maybe we better try something else on there first. Like, how's this old vacuum?
Sure. Okay. Now I gotta find something for counterbalance. How about your camera?
Nah, I've got that figured. You see, the key to a good counterbalance system is versatility. Since we don't know how heavy of a camera we'll be using, we need a counterbalance that's adjustable. Say in 12-ounce increments. If you'd be so good as to hold on to that side, I will demonstrate the physical properties of fluidics and specific gravity. Now let go. Apparently the gravity isn't quite specific enough yet. I think we need to add some more fluidics. And of course, fine-tune it.
I hope they all get indigestion. I hope.
And voila. perfectly balanced.
That's pretty good, Fred.
Yeah, now you got this thing perfectly balanced for a vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Dremel. You remember earlier in the movie when I said I loved Mission Impossible? Well, I did. And I wanted to use their theme song here. So I called them up and asked them real nice, but they just said no. Well, I guess I don't like their show that much after all. Anyway, back to the cartoons. They're paid for. That does it. Let's put the top on this turkey and try it. Well, I hope this baby works. You got it seated over there?
Yep.
The moment of truth has arrived. Ready to try it?
I think so.
Here goes. Geez, it sure is quiet. Is it even on?
Maybe if we plugged it in.
Give me that. Ah, blowhole's still open.
It's quiet.
It is quiet. And it's on. We got a blimp!
This is great.
Who needs to bank in their old $5,000? Do you realize that as of right now, we officially have everything we need to make our movie? Except a script. Hey, that really looks nice.
Oh, I thought you'd like it.
This is even more visual than Fred's. How'd you mount that on there?
With my drill and tap.
Hey, that's pretty good, but Kendra, I don't even know how to bowl.
That's okay. You don't know how to drive either.
Hey, wait a minute. I drive by ear, you know that. I hit something, I hear it. I pull off the road.
Jay, this car isn't going to make it all the way to Hollywood.
Sure it is. Now, granted, I got a few minor transmission problems, but I threw a spare in the trunk. I'll make it.
But why do you have to go all the way to Hollywood to write this script?
Inspiration. All the great movies were written in Hollywood. Most of the bad ones, too.
Mm-hmm. So you're off to Hollywood to write a movie, huh?
Yes, I am. I think I got just about everything I'm going to need. Pencil, paper. And if I get inspiration on the highway on the way down, I've got my secretary in a pocket.
Well, at least be careful, huh?
Okay. Well, I better get. I'm going to get to the pass before dark, so I'll call.
Good.
Hollywood, here I come. Come on, baby. All I need is 3,000 more miles out of ya.
And that ain't funny. Millionaires are things of the past. We're in low budget film where nothing can last.
Hey, Rock, watch me pull a screenplay out of my hat. Well, must have been the wrong hat. Hey, I'm a little embarrassed. Here it is, the end of the movie, and I still don't have a script. Oh well, it was only $1. Yeah.
Ah, that's it. Good. No, that's not it. What about my credit? Hold it. That's not right. Not over your face. No one can read it. No, stop. Stop it. That's still not right. Bigger than that. Yeah.
No, wait. I'm the one that got the money out of Chuck. Let's make that producers, and Phil. Yeah.
Now everyone's gonna want one.
To any of you who stuck it out through all these credits, I'd just like to say thanks. Later.